Hi, in this video I will show you how to put together this turkey Gable box, which is an SVG file from Simply Crafty SVGs. So here are all the pieces. This is the these are the panels, and then that's part of the turkey, and then that's the rest of the turkey in there. So we have a couple pieces to put together. So let's go ahead and do the turkey first. So let me go ahead and dump them out. So it's paper piecing, so you could do a print and cut if you wanted to, and I'll show you a little box. So here's the box that I just flattened it in my software, and I could change the colors around. I had a little bit of a white edge around, not on purpose. I didn't enable my bleed on the silhouette, but anyways, here's a 75% size of the actual box, but that's what the turkey looks like, minus the blue eyes. So I have blue eyes. The layered version has the blue eyes if you want it, but I'm not going to show you with the blue eyes. There's just too many pieces to cut, so that would be something you'd print and cut. So we have all these pieces. This is the face, so I'm going to get all the face pieces here. So put those together. These are the wings. So I just think piecing is, the dimension is fun. And then the hat. So let me go ahead and move that. So we'll start with the big piece first. So we'll have this. I'm using American Craft texture cardstock with my art glitter glue. You don't need a lot with art glitter glue, and I'm just going to start here, and it should line up right there, then just fall into line down here. So just line it up on the right and left. You can see the little feet down there. And then I'm just making sure I'm putting glue on the non-textured side. So I'm going to line that up with this one right here, and the same on the other side, and the top. So you can see you have 3 places to line it up to help you line up. So if you haven't done paper piecing, I like the dimension of it. It really gives it dimension. That's why I don't like a lot of printables. I'm okay with printables when you're trying to do something fast. Printables are the way to go, in my opinion. So now let's do the, we'll do the body. So we have the body piece, and we could ink these to make it a little bit more pronounced, but I don't think I need to, so they're going to go like this and this. So it'll fit in each little area here. So I'm going to use the pick-me-up tool. I put it aside. This is a silhouette pick-me-up tool that has a little gum at the end to be able to pick up small pieces. And I'm just going to dot some glue right there. Not a lot because I know it's not very big. Make sure I have the correct one for the correct size. And go that way. So I put a little bit too much glue, which will help me for the second one. I'm going to pick it up. Just make sure that it's lined up on the edge and get that excess glue off. So it'll be lighter this time. So I just lightly touch it, and then I can line it up. And then you can get it down while it's wet and then line it up. But I tend to want to feel the edge of it to make sure it's where it needs to be, because there's a shape there that it can just line up with. So now let's go ahead and pull these over. That's the hat, so we're not going to do that one quite yet. Let's do the face. So the face, you want the white on the black, and they have the same shape, so you want to line them up, but you want to put glue on the back of the white one. So be careful of the openings because we don't want glue to come through there. And I'm making sure that the textured side is up the black, then lining it up. So this entire piece is a little bit smaller than the actual head underneath. So when we put it on, it needs to go this way. So the short side, tall side up. So you'll see that there's a little edge around it on the back, and that's on purpose because we just don't want it to show too much to the sides. So I'm just going to go a little bit around the head, and I know the head's taller up there, so remember the tall piece goes towards the hat. So that blank piece goes up. But we kind of have to do it this way. See? We can kind of move it, slightly move it, because I didn't put too much glue on it to get the eyes in focus. And you can kind of look on the side. It's a little bit off, but it's pretty much what I want it to be. You could put little like white eye accents if you wanted to add to it, like just a couple dots. I think I'm just going to put a little dot in both eyes. And then we can go ahead and do the big piece of the hat first. Might as well just do it one by one because pretty much. And then this goes on the hat like that. It has a slight curve. So I'm just going to put glue there. I'm going to pick this up. The curve goes down. And you place it there. So this fall I did a little bit of character. That's why the paper piecing, really. And then I'm just going to add glue lightly up here. I'm going to line it up at the top. So that's there so far. And let's go ahead, just put it on here. Actually, we're not going to do that yet. I want to pop it up. I think it'll look better if it's popped up with a little bit of foam tape. So I'm just getting some foam tape here. This I'm using kind of a cheap brand, but I prefer Scotch foam tape if I have my druthers. I'm going to put it on now, even though I still have to put the, what can I think about what this is? I always forget what this little red piece is. So I'm not going to fret over it. Oops, you don't want, okay, so you don't want glue on the bottom part. You just want on the top part because that's what's going to attach to the face. That's where the beak's going to be. So if you can visualize where it is, if it's easier, you can put this on first. I just layering it in order and we'll put that on top. So let's go ahead and add some light glue, making sure the texture part's on top and it's situated correctly, and there we go. So now we're just going to pop it on there. We're just popping the head up for dimension. Make it more three-dimensional. And that goes sideways. Because I'm on video, I can't, if I look straight ahead on above, I'm going to be in your eyesight. So just kind of have to go sideways to see that I'm pretty straight. And you see how fun it is dimensional? So you could do the same here, but we're going to just line this little bottom part right here above those feet with that little curve right there to finish off the turkey. And then we'll just do the box. The box is a simple Gable box. I just was trying to think of something that, when it comes to something like Thanksgiving, I always think of gifts. Because there's not much, or maybe like a lantern or something like that, or decor. Because there's not, for me, I don't do a lot of cards. It's either cards, but I do a couple, so that's why I have some cards. My glue got a little messy there. But let's go ahead and now we have that together. And I can see that there's just a little bit of a gap there, so let's fix that. Just didn't put enough glue right there. So you can always use a Gable box or something. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach this, glue this to the inside of the other edge underneath. So I'm just going to line this edge up, not over, just up to it, the tab fold. I had a little excess glue in there. Then we can go ahead and add the panels. So there's panels for, you can omit them of course if you don't want them, but there's panels for every section, including where the turkey goes, even though mostly that will be covered. So here's the turkey. So that turkey can go right there. And then I know which way this goes, but this is not as wide as that way. So, but because I used stripes, it was easy for me to tell which way to go. But you could just rotate it until you get it in the correct centered, because it's longer on one side than the other. But if you have a pattern that's determinable, that you can easily understand that, then you can do it. But if you have like a solid, then you won't be able to tell very easily. So if you do like this project, I always ask if you could give us a little thumbs up and or subscribe to our channel if you have not already done so. And if you hit that little bell to the right, it'll notify you when we have new videos, whether it be new videos like this or tutorials. So we're almost there. And then it's a real simple box to put together. Probably the main decision, beyond folding it, the main thing you need to determine is, so you want to fold it that way and then that way for the handles so they fold back. But when it comes to the tabs, you have the option of folding them inward, meaning on the outside or on the inside. So the difference is this. So I did this one on the outside, that one on the inside. This is way easier and will hold more. So if you have something that's going to be heavier, do it on the bottom. I think that folding on the inside is more important visually when it's on the outside, like not the bottom. And the reason I say that is a lot of people, if I do 3D items, I understand that. But when it comes to gift boxes, if you want it to hold the contents well, I always say just fold on the bottom. And if you don't like it, if you don't like seeing the tabs, then just cut out another rectangle tab to cover the tabs. So, some designs I include that, this one I did not. So I'm going to fold it on inward like that. Then we'll add glue to these tabs and glue it to the bottom. And then it's a nice little gift for somebody at Thanksgiving, at your Thanksgiving dinner. And and also I think about, I understand taking the time to do to make things for people, box wise. So this is a pretty simple box compared to some of the ones I make. But I think sometimes you just need something simple, especially if you're going to do it for a large group and you want to give one to everyone. It takes time. So that's why you saw me, I showed you the small ones. So I think I'm going to use those for Thanksgiving because I'm in a new place and another part of my family, and just put a couple pieces of, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to put. I have to find out what the kids can eat. So anyways, so that just closes like that. So that's that, and then you just add the turkey on top. So I'm just going to pick I'm just going to go right in the middle because I know it goes above it. just center it because I wanted it a little bit bigger. I'm just making sure that clear so that you don't want the feet to get mangled or anything. And that's it. It's a simple box, but I had fun making the turkey. Sometimes I have fun with piecing. I like doing characters, but I just don't get a chance to do them a lot. So there we go. There's a difference. This is full size, and this is 75% size. So that's, I can't remember. I think it's 4 inches wide. And this is a nice little size for a little gift, and so is this. It just depends. This could be a housewarming just for the whole family with some baked goods or something like that. So there it is. I hope you like this project, and thank you for watching.